Hi, this is Sundance. We are on week 3 and day 1 of Sundance's transition from the Super Citizen program to everyday life. Yesterday I showed you how Sundance was Velcroed to his surfaces, multiple different surfaces. Now I want you to kind of understand the pattern that I would do with Sundance. So Sundance right now, for me, sleeps in the garage in a kennel. Okay, so the very first thing I would do is let him or her outside, and I would feed her. Okay, I'd give her 20 minutes outside, and then I would bring her in this door right here, and I would put her on this pillow. Okay, then I would hook her up, and I would ignore her until she was nice and quiet. We call this the chill out pillow. So when the dog is outside, it has lots of energy. When it comes inside, it chills out. Sundance is pretty good at the chill out pillow. In other words, she comes, she lays down, and she chills out. So now we want to start to integrate Sundance to normal life. So for me, if it was a normal morning, I might have breakfast. So now I'm going to let Sundance be in the kitchen, and we call it semi-supervised playtime. So she's in the kitchen with semi-supervised playtime for 15 to 45 minutes. During that time, I'm making breakfast, I'm watching her, I'm making sure she's not chewing anything that we don't want her to chew, especially electrical cords or anything like that. And then I might settle down in my office. But today we're going to pretend like I'm going to settle down into my living room. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook Sundance, but Sundance has had freedom, remember, for 25 to 30 minutes. And so I'm going to give Sundance a little reminder. Sundance, here, come on, kennel. And then I'm going to vibrate her if she comes off anything. I'm going to give her praise and motion. Good. And then I'm going to give her a ball to get, she's very ball motivated. And then I'm going to say, okay, so she can grab that ball and have a little fun with it. And then I'm going to take the ball here. Now I'm going to move into the living room, all because she's already been prepped for this. And I'm going to come over here, and there's a pillow right here. Sundance kennel. So what I'm going to do is give her great reason to want to stay on this pillow. First of all, there's chew toys here for her. Secondly, I'm right here working on my computer. And third is if she comes off the pillow, I'm going to remind her she's about to come off the pillow. I'm going to remind her, so I'm going to scoot away, see if she'll come off. Scoot away. She's almost. Oh, she decided. Good. So noise was a little bit, now she got vibrated, and so she's reminded that the pillow is where she's supposed to be. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my laptop right here, and I'm going to watch the news. Now what I'm doing is I'm integrating Sundance into normal life. Remember, she's already eaten. She's already had a chance to relieve herself. She's already had about 15 to 45 minutes of playtime. She's chewing on this. I'm going to say, no. She doesn't get to chew on this. She gets to chew on this, right? You can chew on that if you want. But the biggest thing that she's learning is that when she's with Dad, she's on her pillow. And guess what happens in this world is, first of all, if anybody shows up at the door, I say, Sundance, kennel, which means stay on your pillow. And I go answer the door. She gets off, I vibrate her for a second and remind her to stay back on. But during this time, it is time that is the temptation now, because she's going to fall asleep, and when she wakes up, she may not remember that she's supposed to be on her pillow. So she might get up, and I got to remind her. So whenever she's on her pillow, she needs to stay on her pillow unless she gets asked. I can engage with Sundance at any point, right? I can have fun with her. And remember, she's already had 45 minutes to run around the house. She's already had 25 minutes outside. So it's really time for her to sleep anyway. So we're going to have time together. Now what I can do is I can move this pillow anywhere in the house. So now Sundance knows where she's supposed to be. Guess where all my hair problems are? it's all right here, right? If she's shedding, all of that happens right on my pillow. So I can take the cover of the pillow and put it in the washing machine and wash it. Guess where she's going to stay when an elderly person comes to our house? She's going to stay on the pillow. Guess where she's going to be when kids come to our house that want to play ball with her? She's going to be released off the pillow and be able to play with them. All I'm doing now is teaching her it's normal for you to be on the pillow. When I ask you to come off the pillow, that's okay. But before I ask you, when you're on that pillow, you're on that pillow until somebody gives you a command. So with a dog that is early in its housebreaking, we Velcro them to the pillow like this, and we use this as their housebreaking tool. And we use the chain at first and get them used to staying on their pillow, and then we move them into the living room, move them into my office. And in an ideal world, you'd have 2 or 3 pillows around the house. You'd have a chill out pillow. You'd have the pillow that migrates with you wherever you go. And then I have a pillow right next to my desk in my office because that's where I'm going to spend 90% of the time with Sundance when she's chilling. Look at what she did. She's gone to sleep. And what's happened is she's going to wake up and she's going to forget that she's on the pillow and she's commanded to be on the pillow. So she'll step off of it. When she does, I vibrate her. So we'll just see if I get up and move. Will she move? Oh, that's good. That's good. But if she got up, she would get vibrated. Then I come back, and what she's going to do is she's going to learn to say, oh, Dad wants me basically to go to sleep now. And so what I do is I regulate her with my schedule. When I'm outside and active and mountain biking, I can take her with me. When I come inside, she goes to the chill out pillow. Then she comes to the close to me pillow, and she just enjoys life. Dogs are going to sleep somewhere in your house no matter what you do. All we're doing is assigning the place that she's going to sleep, and we're going to tell her that she's sleeping there until we give her another agenda. So what she'll do eventually is when she comes in the house, she'll go right to her chill out pillow. Then I play with her, and a lot of times these dogs will play for about 25 minutes, and then they'll just settle into this pillow because they know that's where they're supposed to be. So this is just an introduction of our philosophy of a dog that really understands the kennel command and a person that really understands how to make this dog assimilate into your house. So everybody has dog when they want to, and nobody has dog when they don't want to. 95% of American homes, the dog decides how much dog everybody gets. We think that's wrong. We think the people should decide. This gives the people the choice how much dog everybody gets all the time. Most dogs, somebody comes to the door, they go crazy. They bark, they jump, they do a bunch of things that may or may not be appropriate. Our dogs will stay on their pillow until we release them. They can, if that person wants to have lots of dog, they can get down on the pillow and play with them, and we can call the dog off the pillow at any time. But we have a great control device. We go to the park, we can take the pillow with us, or we can take the crate liner. All those things become control devices. So what we'll do is we'll start moving Sundance around in our house and outside and put her on the pillow. Eventually, we'll go to a person's picnic at their backyard. We'll bring that crate liner, we'll lay it out there, we'll tell Sundance to go there. People will be amazed, and they'll start saying, how can you train my dog to do that? All right, everybody can do it. It's pretty simple. Velcro them to their surface, allow them to have a good schedule, then get them to get excited about settling into their pillow and sleeping right there. Sundance is definitely, we're deepening canine connections, aren't we, kiddo? And she's very content because she knows her spot. She knows that Dad's happy with her. She knows that she's close to Dad. And then she knows that Dad's not going to leave her alone. Good girl, Sundance, good girl. This is Pete Morrill, Deepening Canine Connections.